And if they said to your child, do you want me to tell your mother or your father? That child feared that, you know what I mean?
We were a community.
Yes, it was one big family. And then on during the summer, we'd have a family picnic. The parents would come out to help cut the watermelon, help serve the food, cook the hot dogs and things. It was a family unit. It really was.
A family picnic over there at Walter G. Alexander.
Yeah. But I enjoyed living there and bringing my kids up in there because like
Which building you was living in?
108
108.
Parole. Yeah.
I live in 98 Parole Street.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I live in 105 Wilson Place. And I live on Mechanic Street too.
You did? Where'd you live in Mechanic Street?
325, I think it is.
And
The one in
349?
325, I think.
Yeah, okay.
And the one,
Oh.
and the one closer to the road.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But that was a good experience and upbringing for my kids because there was always somebody looking out that knew. And once they learned your kids or your family, you know, your children could have a feeling of safety. And if they spoke to your child heeded what they told them because they didn't want it to get back to you or whatever. No, I enjoyed living there, and I think my family did too.
I did too.
Yeah.
I lived there.
And I never had no problem. Then another thing, if a stranger came around there, everybody knew it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
And it was only a few incidents like that. You don't belong here. Oh, well, I come to see somebody. Who? And
that person had to bring you in.
They better say the right name.
Yeah.
Okay. So you had a feeling of safety at all times. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but I enjoyed living in the units like I do here. You know. And when I moved here, I knew people that, well, some of them had moved out, some of them had died now. But the Smitty, they used to live here. I knew his family from the time I was like this, coming up. And he had a brother named Godfrey and Carl and all. I knew them from the time I was like, I went to kindergarten at Forest Street School. And I knew them from the time I started kindergarten, you know. But being born...
My son go there.
Really?
Forest School.
But being born and raised in Orange, you knew people, you know what I mean? In all neighborhoods, whether it was Italian neighborhood or whatever, you know what I mean? Yes. But
How many children you have, Miss Mason?
2 boys. 2 sons, yeah.
Just the 2 sons.
One is in Ohio and the other one here. Glenn, you know. Glenn, you know. Yeah.
Christopher is Glenn's son, right?
No, Christopher is Valerie's son. Valerie's son. But she got grandkids, you know.
Yeah.
Casey and Caitlin.
Yeah.
And then she got little Carter. She got a grandson and 2 granddaughters she has, yeah. No, you know Carlin, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's Val's son too, Carlin and Christopher. Yeah.
I see.
No, but I enjoyed...
Miss Mason, what you did for a living?
I used to do domestic work. Did that for years. I worked in different places for the same people over 20 years. Yeah. But when the Italians used to make the wine, you could smell it over the neighborhood.
Oh.
Yeah, you could. And the bakeries, when I was pregnant with Glenn, I would wait until I thought the bread was coming out the oven. So I'd go from bakery to find out where the bread was coming out the oven, you know. Oh, yeah. But I remember Pyro Bakery years ago when I was young. They had a bakery, but it was just tight-knit communities that I lived in. Everybody got along with no problem, you know, and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh, we still have one Italian bakery.
Over there on Essex Avenue.
Essex Avenue.
It was 2 over there, you know. Then there used to be one on Gray Street.
Yeah.
Back behind the Pride, where the Pride
Where the Pride was.
There was one there. But years ago when I was young coming up, there was a bakery at the corner of Hubbard and Day Street. That was Pyro. One of the sons grew up to be an orange policeman, yeah. No, but I enjoyed, living there. And whatnot, but I never had no problem or nothing.
Orange had the wash factory, the hat factory,
Well, okay,
fine
that's
clothes,
the valley. The valley, like I said. I
beer
went to college in
factory.
school. Let me tell you what was there. Nightcraft. That's a pajama. There was a Sherman factory. My aunt had her finger cut off by the machine there. They used to make aprons and like dusters and that sort of. There was a crayon factory. I remember a bad fire was there. There was a belt, hat, all those type of things. Okay, on Jefferson Street there was glass blowing and a candy factory. Yes, that was all down there in the valley. The valley was,
A lot of factory, like
yes,
like
it
in
was.
industrial.
Yes, it was. Yes, I remember
You
that.
still see, you can still see it.
Yeah,
There's still some of the buildings
And then
standing
there
there.
was Adams Tavern on the corner of Jefferson and Forest Street. That's been there for years. I don't know if it's still there or not. But they were there then. But I had good years growing up.
And you always live in Orange? You always lived here?
Well, most of the time I lived in Orange. Some years later I lived in East Orange for a while. Then I came back to Orange.
So you stay in the area?
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right.
But I knew families, they knew us, that sort of thing. And then my father used to work at the city hall, so they knew him.
Do you ever write for a book or something? Because I see you write very good, and you write this the poems are very.
I just was writing poems, but I haven't written anything in a while. I haven't written anything. But one thing, when the pandemic came, we used to have sessions at the library, and then we even had sessions at the city hall. We used one of the courtrooms that was not being used. But I haven't written anything in a good while. But I'll show you something. But everything that I've written, I got a recognition for.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
But I remember.
We used to gather, and then we used to have like they give you a deadline in March for you to submit your material, and then after that we would have like in April a nice luncheon at some nice restaurant up in Cedar Grove or different places, and everybody could meet and talk and things like that about what they've written or whatever, So that was nice,
I still got some poems that you used to write for me.
Yeah.
Some of the poems you wrote for me.
Like I said, that was good. But that stimulates your mind,
Yeah.
And you need something to stimulate. Today you really need something to stimulate your mind with what's going on.
Yeah.
People are shooting people for no reason at all. They don't have to know you. They don't care. Pushing people down subway steps or whatnot,
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Now, when I was younger and coming up, if somebody murdered somebody, we didn't know nothing about it,
Mm-hmm.
You turn on the TV right away, somebody done killed somebody, and don't care whether it's a child or shooting at somebody, the bullet don't have nobody's name on until it hit.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have to know that person or don't have to have no kind of conflict with that person. Just the idea, I'm going to get out here and I'm going to shoot. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Then you tell me what's wrong with them. But they got something loose up here. And it's a shame. And what it does, it confines you from going different places, doing things that you were accustomed to doing.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna just go out by yourself. You'll say, tell her to go with you or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
When before you didn't have that fear,
Mm-hmm.
So it's really something.
Well, I would say I was living in the Pride. I never had the fear of coming out and being shot or anything like that.
No, you didn't. And I'd come out early in the morning to go to work. And nobody bothered me or nothing like that there. Like I said, I had a feeling of safety. I don't have that feeling now, which you don't know. Okay?
You don't know who is who, what they up to,
Well, believe me, something.
what people are taking, what people are drinking.
What they are up to. Something that they know is wrong, but they don't give a darn, okay? Yeah, that's what that is, I can tell you that. And it's sad. We shouldn't have to live like that, And the lady was going to church for a meeting. She got out, she parked her car,